Welcome to Capitol Hill Mixtape, presented by RIAA. I'm your host, Tom Cleese. And today I'm so excited for us to have the chance to talk to Congresswoman Robin Kelly of Illinois. Congresswoman, thank you so much for making time for us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, so I'd like to learn more about how you first got into public service, and in particular, what are the songs that are always going to remind you of when you first made that choice to enter public life?
Oh my good, you asking me to go way back. I was the director of community affairs for the village of Matteson outside of Chicago, and 5 men asked me to come and run for state representative of Illinois. And even though I said, no, I can't do it, I took a leap of faith and I did it. I ran against actually a 10-year incumbent. But my go-to songs always include, I love Luther Vandross, Whitney Houston. I loved her song, The Hero in You. Love that. Mariah Carey. Those were some of my folks. And getting into, because they were new, Alicia Keys and Beyonce, they were coming onto the scene.
Absolutely. And, when you're doing the hard work of campaigning, when you are going door to door, when you're getting back in your car to go back to the campaign headquarters, is there a song that just helps you get through that hard work or that motivates you, takes you back to those first days when you were deciding to be a public servant?
When I think about what would make me happy is a song. It has nothing to do with public service or running. It just put me in a don't disturb this groove. That always put a smile on my face. Maybe because I was in my groove. I don't know.
Well, it's really important to make sure that you're in your groove, because when you're in your groove, you're helping all of us. Is that what you listen to when you're pumping up for these big historic moments? I mean, in this Congress in particular, you have had so many historic moments. You have had it began with the longest government shutdown in history, all the way through some tumultuous times. And even now, as the Congress draws to a close, it's so wild. Is there something that's helped you pumped up? Or is that just something that's always in you when you're ready to turn it on and go to the floor?
I wish I could listen to more music. We usually listen to the latest thing, that's happening. But, I like when I'll listen to like This Girl Is on Fire, just to keep your spirits up and, like those kind of things. But but that's just in general, not necessarily going to the floor. Going to the floor, I have my Warriors hat on or my shield, I should say.
Yeah, you got your armor on.
Armor.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing. Before we let you go, there's so much going on right now, but I want to give you the floor. Can you tell us about, it doesn't have to be the big things that are happening in the news right now, but is there something that you want to drop, a note on that you're working on, a passion project, something that you want folks to know about right now?
Well, I'm the chair of the Congressional Black Caucus Health Brain Trust. So, health and racial disparities, I work on that every single day. COVID has really pointed out the racial disparities, but we know that even though the numbers are shocking, we're not surprised because this has been going on forever. When you think about diabetes, when you think about AIDS, when you think about maternal mortality, and many, many other things. So that is an area that I'm focusing on and will continue to focus on until we eliminate all the disparities that we have.
That's so important for everyone to remember. And I guess I said that was the last question, but it was misleading. If you could dedicate one song to the work of the CBC, what would it be?
Wow, one song. Mariah Carey and say Hero. My other temptation, but it's just, I love it. Beyonce's Love on Top.
That's fantastic. And it's so incredible the way that this music can inspire us. And it's inspiring to watch you and all of your colleagues do your work, especially as we close up CBC month. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for taking time away from the floor where you're doing such important work.
Thank you.
Hopefully we can talk to you again someday.
Yes, and now I'm going to listen to more music before I go to the floor.
Put on that armor.
That's right. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And thank you so much for taking the time today. This has been Capitol Hill Mixtape. I'm Tom Cleese, and I'll see you again.